Santham Academy. Welcome to Digital Kaksha. To get updates on new videos, click the subscribe button and the bell icon.
Hello everyone. Today we will be learning the third method of solving the pair of linear equations algebraically. So the third method is cross multiplication method. As we have studied about the substitution and the elimination method before, so now let us learn about cross multiplication method. To understand this method, we will be understanding how to solve the questions by cross multiplication method step by step. So let us read the first step. Write the given equation in the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. As you can see that this is the standard form of writing pair of linear equations in two variables. This means that whenever a question is given to you, you have to convert the given equations in the standard form. If in the given equation the constant is written on the right hand side, then you have to shift it on the left hand side to convert it into the standard form of writing the pair of linear equations. In the second step, now since we will be using the formula to solve the questions by cross multiplication method, so first of all you should know how to derive the formula of solving the questions by cross multiplication method. First we will be writing the variable x, y and the constant 1 in a sequence. After that we will be writing b1, which is the coefficient of y from equation 1. Then in a sequence we will be writing c1, which is the constant given in the equation 1. Then we will be writing a1, which is the coefficient of x, and at last we will again be repeating b1. Similarly, we will be writing b2, c2, a2 and again b2. As you can see here, I have drawn a triangle. It will be helpful to you in remembering the sequence of making the diagram. So, first of all, we have to write the coefficient b1. That means that from b, we have to go to c. So, after that in sequence, we will be writing c1. Then from c, the arrow points towards a. So, after c, we have to write the coefficient of x, which is a1 and a2. And then next to it, we have to again come back to b. So, again we will be writing the coefficient of y, which is b1 and b2 respectively. Now, to generate the formula, we will be cross multiplying it, but we should know how to cross multiply. So first of all, we will be multiplying b1 by c2. Then we will be multiplying b2 by c1. But as you can see in the third step, what you can see over here, that for making use of step 2 diagram, write the equation as. That means whatever we are multiplying here, we will be using it to generate the formula for solving the pair of linear equations by using the cross multiplication method. So as we can see here, as I told you before also, you have to multiply b1 by c2. So after multiplication, it will be written as the denominator of x. So b1 into c2, then we will be placing a negative sign. Yes, we will be writing a negative sign here, and again we will be writing B2C1. Yes, so our next term after minus sign will be B2C1. Then we will be placing an equals to sign in the formula. Again we will be writing the next variable which we have written y as the numerator. So you can see in the third step the variable y is written in the numerator, and in the denominator we will be generating the terms from the given diagram. When we will be generating from here, again we will be multiplying the constant C1 into the coefficient of x from second equation, which is A2. So we will be writing here in the denominator of y as C1 A2. As we have done it before, again we will be writing a negative sign over there. After placing the negative sign, we will again multiply the constant C2 by A1, which is the coefficient of x from the equation 1. We will be writing in the formula it as C2A1. Then next to it we will be writing equals to sign again. In the denominator of the constant 1, we will again be generating the denominator from the given diagram. As you can see here, we will be multiplying A1 with the term B2, where A1 is the coefficient of x and B2 is the coefficient of y. Then we will be placing a minus sign after A1 B2, and then again we will be generating the term from the given diagram. As you can see here, again we will be multiplying A2 by B1, where A2 is the coefficient of x and B1 is the coefficient of y. So at last we got our complete formula. So let us read the formula, which is x upon B1C2 minus B2C1 equals to y upon C1A2 minus C2A1, which is equals to constant 1 upon A1B2 minus A2B1. This is the formula for solving the pair of linear equations in two variables by using the cross multiplication method. But in the last step, don't forget why we are doing all this. We are doing all the steps to get the solution. That means that we need to find the value of unknown variables. So, which are the unknown variables in the standard form? The unknown variables are the variable x and the variable y. So, at last we will be finding the value of variable x and variable y by comparing the first ratio with the last ratio to get the value of x, and by comparing the second ratio by the last ratio to get the value of the variable y. But you should remember that the value of A1B2 minus A2B1 should not be equals to 0. Question arises, why the value of A1B2 minus A2B1 is not equals to 0? Because if this value become equals to 0, then for the constant 1 we will be getting 0 in the denominator, and we know it very well, 1 upon 0 we get the value as not defined. So it won't be possible for us to get the value of the unknown variables x and y. This is all about the cross multiplication method. This we have learned only the steps of solving the question by cross multiplication method. But to understand this method completely, we need to solve some of the questions related to cross multiplication method. So let us see some of the questions related to it. So now we will be learning the question based on cross multiplication method. So let us read the question. The question is, solve x plus y equals to 5 and 2x minus 3y equals to 4 by cross multiplication method. As I have told you earlier that you have to first convert the equations in the standard form. So since you can see here, the constants are on the right hand side. So first of all, you have to shift the constants on the left hand side. As you can see, we have rewritten as x plus y minus 5 equals to 0. As I have shifted this plus 5 on the left hand side, then after that I have equated the overall equation equals to 0. After equating it equals to 0, I have marked it as equation number 1. Similarly, for the second equation, I have written it as 2x minus 3y minus 4 equals to 0, and we have marked it as equation number 2. To solve the question further, we should know the value of a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2 and c2, so that we can substitute it in the given formula. So let us see after comparing the equations. So after comparing the equation, let us find out the value of a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2. So the value of a1, which is the coefficient of x in the first equation, is 1. So we have written a1 equals to 1. b1, it is the coefficient of y in the equation number 1. So the value will be equals to 1. And c1, it is the constant present in the equation 1. So its value is equals to minus 5. Now for the second equation, a2 is the coefficient of x in the equation number 2. So its value will be equals to 2. b2 is the coefficient of y in the equation 2. So the value will be equals to minus 3. And c2, it is the constant in the equation 2. So its value will be equals to minus 4. After getting the values, we will be substituting the values in the given formula. So let us read the formula. X upon b1c2 minus b2c1 equals to y upon c1a2 minus c2a1 equals to 1 upon a1b2 minus a2b1. Now let us substitute the values. Therefore, x upon, in place of b1, I will be substituting its value. So the value of b1 is 1. So I have written here 1. Since no sign is there between b1 and c2, that means that it will be in multiplication. Therefore, 1 multiplied by the value of c2, which is minus 4. Again, there is a minus sign in the formula. We have written it as it is. The value of b2, it is minus 3. So we have substituted in place of b2 minus 3 multiplied by the value of c1, which is minus 5, equals to y upon the value of c1, it is minus 5. So we have substituted minus 5 in place of c1. In place of a2, we will be substituting 2. Then minus sign of the formula. In place of c2, we will be writing minus 4. And in place of a1, we will be writing the value 1. So this will also be equals to 1 upon the value of a1, which is 1, the value of B2, that is equals to minus 3, then the minus sign of the formula, and the value of A2, which is equals to 2, and the value of B1, which is equals to 1. After substituting the value, we need to simplify the given formula for finding the value of unknown variable x and y. So let us simplify it. This will be written as x upon 1 into minus 4 will be minus 4. This minus sign of subtraction, and minus 3 into minus 5 will be plus 15. Since this is a negative term, so we will be writing it in the bracket. This will be equals to y upon minus 5 into 2 will be minus 10, minus sign of subtraction, and minus 4 into minus 1 will be minus 4. This will again be equals to 1 upon 1 into minus 3 will be equals to minus 3. This I will be writing in a bracket to avoid any kind of confusion. Then again a minus sign of the formula, and 2 ones are 2. Now I will be simplifying it further. So it will be written as x upon minus 4 minus 15 equals to y upon, now I will be opening the brackets, minus 10, and as you know that minus minus will be plus, so it will be written as plus 4 equals to 1 upon minus 3 minus 2. To solve it further, we will be getting the value as x upon minus 19 equals to y upon minus 6, which is equals to 1 upon minus 5. Now, after getting these ratios, we need to find the value of unknown variable x and y. So, to get the value of unknown variable, to get the value of variable x, we will be comparing the first ratio by the third ratio, which is the constant. So, let us compare the first ratio by the third ratio to get the value of x. Thus, x upon minus 19 equals to 1 upon minus 5. After this, we will be cross multiplying it. Minus 19 will be multiplied to 1. So, x is equals to minus 19 into 1 upon minus 5, which is equals to minus 19 upon minus 5. Since the numerator and denominator both are negative, so our answer will be positive, which will be equals to 19 upon 5. After getting the value of the variable x, we will be finding the value of variable y. To get the value of variable y, we will be comparing second ratio and the third ratio. That means that y upon minus 6, I will be equating it to the constant, which is 1 upon minus 5. Again we will go for cross multiplying this 6 to 1. So, we will be getting 1 into minus 6 upon minus 5, which will be equals to minus 6 upon minus 5. Since numerator and denominator both are having negative sign, so the answer will be positive, which will be equals to 6 upon 5. So by this we got the value of unknown variables x and y, where we got the value of variable x and the variable y, which is equals to x equals to 19 upon 5 and the value of variable y, it is equals to 6 upon 5, which is the solution of the pair of linear equations. I hope you understood the application of cross multiplication method with the help of the given question.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more.